Well, hello, and welcome to Ted's Tips, where we share fencing training information with kids and adults. A good friend of mine, Sabre national champion Dimitri Guy, once told me, if you want to run a marathon, you have to run. In other words, if you want to be successful in something, you have to pay your dues. You got to train, you log in your hours, and you'll know why you're the best. But it's really hard to get young athletes to commit to a serious training regimen. So, turns out my job as a coach is not only to teach fencing well, but to motivate. I could teach a rookie to lunge in 60 seconds, literally, but to teach a young athlete to practice lunges on their own, at home, every day, that is the challenge. So today I'll discuss an example of a good training regimen. I'll also discuss a fun way to challenge a young fencer to commit to practicing every day. Okay. A Team Touche student, we'll call her E, made third place in the United States last month. Mazel tov, E. Why the success? Well, because every day she is practicing footwork and blade work. Pure and simple. This is a young lady with talent, intellect, supportive parents, decent coaching. All that is necessary, but she does not make results like this without a commitment to consistent training. She fences 4 or 5 days a week plus tournaments. She takes one blade work lesson, one footwork lesson each week. But this is the important part. She does footwork every day in her garage or at the fencing studio. All I had to do was set a training schedule for E. She did it all on her own. I never reminded her. Does this sound like your child? Odds are probably not. Odds are your young athlete needs some motivation. Remember, proper footwork is just as important, if not more so, as proper blade work. It often gets overlooked in the shadow of the sword. Also, footwork seems boring to kids. Adults and teens work hard on footwork because they make a rational decision to achieve their goals by training hard. But what about a 12-year-old? What about a 7-year-old? The little ones often need to be encouraged to train every day, especially when we are talking about not just fencing practice, but boring old footwork. The recipe for a champion always starts with consistently practicing footwork and blade work. It doesn't matter the age of the athlete. Fencing every day is simply not enough, guys. You must have supplemental footwork practice at home. So try this. Print up a calendar and stick it on your fridge. Okay, and then buy some stickers. Then your child puts a sticker on each day she practices at home. This sticker exercise can be its own reward or give a prize at the end of the month for a job well done. And by the way, inexpensive and silly prizes are fine. I have a student whose parents promised their son a trip to Chick-fil-A. Okay, all he had to do was work on footwork like these kids in the video for 30 days in a row, and it worked. He really likes the spicy chicken sandwiches there, I guess. And that's actually a true story. I couldn't have made that up. So dangle whatever carrot you need, but demand consistency that is transparent to all. A calendar on the fridge and a silly prize may be all the motivation you need to help your young athlete get propelled to an elite ranking in the country. All right, next month I'll discuss the finer points behind the counter time action. I'm Coach Ted for Team Touche Fencing, where we're serious about swords and focused on fun. Thanks, everybody.